What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about KTA today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Here we are at about 14.3 cents now. Looking at the RSI on the 1 hour basis, we are, how is Runner's up, man. You know what? I was thinking about buying this one yesterday. It's always the ones you think about buying, right? But they don't actually do anything. What are we up? Let's see. Yeah, I was literally, I'm not even kidding. I had the order queued up. That would have been a nice little rip, but the only thing is, as far as my Dex wallets go, I only have like money left over on the side for KTA, and I'm not about to transition out of KTA for a random meme coin. That's not going to happen. You know what? Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if you guys are looking to, this is one that I found like about a week ago, back when it was at $1. Oil, yeah, this one here, it's at 274, bro. It went up. Wow, it was at like $2, not even $2 last I checked on it yesterday. That's awesome. This thing's doing well. I looked into it. It actually seems like a pretty interesting project. I wouldn't buy it here. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I wouldn't buy it here, but it's pretty interesting. The staking rewards and everything they got going on. It's kind of cool. I think they're averaging like 4% yields daily right now. I do think that there is some bearish divergence, but I'm not here to talk about oil. Okay, this is something that's on my watch list nonetheless, and I do plan on buying some whenever it comes back down. But if it keeps going up and it takes off without me, I'm just going to eat that. But the thing is, if you're watching this video, you're probably the type of person to look into things that are at low market caps that have high potential. Oil, you guys, it's one that I was looking at like a week ago, and it's up a lot. I wish I mentioned it back then. I was looking at it down at these prices here, but whatever. Who cares? Who cares? Maybe not even a week ago at that rate, honestly. KTA though, let's get back to work here. KTA volume, we want the one with the most volume here, yes. So if we're looking at this guy on the log scale on the 1 hour time frame, the 1 hour, it's very resilient, very neutral. Of course, it's very neutral. The price action is neutral as well, right? We're just moving sideways, but you had a lot of volume come in to send you down here off of this high. You just didn't go anywhere. There's no follow through. You had a lot of volume come in through here on these lows and no follow through. You're just holding support at this area. Yes, you do have a bit of a flat base, don't you? You have a bit of a flat base with a descending high structure. This is what you call a descending triangle. It's a bearish flag, or it's a bearish pattern. I'm sorry, bearish pattern. But bear patterns statistically are less likely to perform as expected in bullish trends, which I don't know if you guys noticed this, but we are in a rather bullish trend with KTA here. It's up a lot. It's been up a lot for sure, but it's cooled way the hell down, man. We cooled the last time we were down at these areas. That was whenever we went on our last run, and this time we had an ascending triangle kind of formation, and we moved up instead. But I'm not saying that we can't move down. I'm still under the impression that we could move down, but here's the thing. We had bearish divergence here, here, and here, right? So here and here, really double bearish divergence. That should have called for a move, or at least allowed for a move that would come down to about 11.7 cents, 11.5 cents, and I still think it's possible, but we've reached for it. And we just can't seem to do it. We had more volume come in and picked up, and we didn't go any lower. We got higher lows. I can't help but think that we are about to move up, and I'm wondering, with this in mind, I'm wondering if Caspa might be the hidden key here, right? Does Caspa moving up have something to do with it? Because since Caspa's been moving sideways, so has KTA, right? If you look here, Wednesday the 19th of March, Wednesday the 19th of March here, that's when we've been moving sideways. Why is Caspa relevant to KTA? It's the same reason why Ethereum is relative to any kind of ERC20 tokens. It's the same reason why Ethereum or Dogecoin is relative to any meme coins, right? When Doge goes up, memes do well. When Ethereum goes up, ERC20s do well. Whenever Solana goes up, Solana memes do well, right? That's just kind of how it is. Whenever Tron was going up, Tron memes are doing well as well. Tron coins on the ecosystem. So Caspa is not, KTA is not on the Caspa ecosystem, but Caspa is the daddy DAG. It's the first DAG. I'm pretty sure. If it's not the first DAG, it's definitely the one with the highest market cap and the most relevance. And I would assume if this thing, I need to mute that. We don't want those noises. We don't need those noises. I would assume when this thing starts to move up, that'll encourage growth for coins like KTA. And if it moves down, which it could move down, it very well could move down. I just think that you're at a really nice area to find support. But even if you do move down, maybe you see something like on Caspa before you continue to move up to the prices I think you're going to. Maybe you move down like 35%, 32%. That just seems a bit extreme in my opinion, but it can happen. It can happen, right? By the way, I'm not a Caspa love boy, right? I've been bearish on this thing all the way up until this low here, okay, and now I'm bullish on it. So can it go down? Absolutely. Just because I'm bullish doesn't mean that it can't go down, but I'm just saying I'm not saying it sounds impossible for it, or not impossible, but impractical to consider a 35% drop or more because I'm a moon boy with Caspa who bought up here and is just holding it out. Any kind of bounce, I'm looking for it to rip. No, I'm saying that genuinely. I mean that as much as I can. I can't see it dropping that low. So KTA, if Caspa drops 20 to 30%, KTA might drop more than that, and it is sitting on top of a cliff here. If it wanted to drop all the way back down here to 4.6 cents, if you want to drop to 4.1 cents, that's fine. It can happen. It wouldn't surprise me at all if it did happen, right? That's actually a very logical area to go down, right? You've moved up a lot, but the thing is, you had a lot of volume come in here to back up this move. Just because this is the last area of resistance doesn't mean you have to go down there. But if the rest of the market moves down, if Caspa moves down, I would expect this thing does move at a faster pace to the downside. But if Caspa moves up, if it holds up, I would assume this thing might move in tandem. We'll just see. This will confirm what I'm thinking. Oh man, I didn't know that my computer was being so loud. I'm sorry. It's because I just plugged it in. When I plug it in, the fan turns on. It gets into like optimal mode. I have to put it in quiet mode so that the mic doesn't pick up on it. Even now, I'm sure you guys can kind of pick up on it, but less so than what it was just a second ago, I'm sure. But if Caspa starts to move up, if we do start to see Caspa show some life here over the coming days and KTA moves with it, I think we've just discovered something that's rather obvious, but maybe not a lot of people are talking about, that this could be correlated to some degree with Caspa, and it wouldn't surprise me at all. In fact, I wonder, can we do that? Can we get a correlation coefficient on there? Correlation coefficient. Let's just see. Let's see what we got here. CAS USD. CAS. Oh, it won't let me. Will it? Caspa. Solana. Is this gonna be right? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, it looks like nonsense. So no, we don't have data. It's because it's Dex Screener. KTA is not listed on any exchanges, right? Oh, it got listed on POLONIEX. Justin Sun coming in for the win, man. Of course, you can count on POLONIEX to get things early. Don't count on it for a high amount of liquidity, though. But yeah, man. Okay. Well, that doesn't really help too much, honestly. But hey, that's interesting. We got some listing. You know what? Maybe this last pump was Justin Sun buying to list it on POLONIEX, but POLONIEX isn't a huge exchange. It can definitely list and the coin doesn't have to drop, but with that in mind, exchange listings do normally correlate with some drops. So if we drop lower, don't be scared. KTA going down to about 11 cents should be a target area that we have. 11.5 cents. It's very common with your bearish divergences to go back where the divergence formed. In this case, it's at 11.5 cents. It's also very common, actually more common, instead of stopping right there, to go a little bit below it. So 11.5 cents, maybe down to this low here. 11.5 to 8 cent price should be on the docket for anybody. I have not sold any of my KTA in anticipation of a move up that could come. It might be over 100%, and I will sell all of my KTA on this move here. However, if it drops down, I'm not going to sell any. I'm just going to buy more. I'm going to double down at those prices so that whenever it does go back up to these prices, inevitably, we'll have even more capital to deploy. And I probably, at that point, won't sell all of it. I'll let some ride, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't really have anything else that I want to say. I've got to say that the fact that you're holding up so well is a bit nice. It's a bit refreshing to see. You've had some bearish readings on your 15-minute time frame getting oversold like this, and you just haven't gone anywhere. You've actually formed higher lows. On a 1 hour time frame, pretty damn neutral, but with a bullish lean, if anything, I think. If we're looking at a 4 hour time frame here, the 4 hour just hugging this 50, I got to admit, does not look the best. Generally speaking, you find support right off the 50. You find support right off it. So whenever you're hugging it, that does open the door to go a little bit lower. But again, I just feel like we would have moved down already if that were the case. So optimistic, definitely optimistic. My thoughts are, if we look at this from the beginning here, we go back to this high, down to this low here, we do something like that. We're at the 2272. The next target area would be 31.3 cents, which from here is over a 100% move, right? I'm very much planning on selling at something between about 29 cents to 31 cents. It can go higher, let it go higher, whatever. If it takes off without me, I'll just wait for the next dip to buy the rip. You know what I mean? And we'll see. I'm planning on selling here, but because it's not on any exchanges, I can't do limit orders. It's only swaps. So if it pumps while I'm sleeping, man, then I likely will just time it, perfectly or ideally perfectly. If it pumps while I'm sleeping and then it dumps back down, I see something like that, I probably won't sell because we could be finding support at prior areas of resistance and then going up. Right now, this is kind of the game plan for me, is to sell around 31 cents, but that doesn't mean it has to stay that way. I'm okay with moving, right? Don't base your trades off of me. Don't base your trades off of my logic, because my logic, my ideas, my plans, they can change at a moment's notice, and I'm not going to be here to hold your hand when that happens. So, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. If anything, I'm kind of holding myself back from buying more even at these prices, only because if it goes lower, I'd feel so dumb because it's so obvious that it would go lower. But sometimes whenever it's super obvious and you just don't seem to do it, that's when you pump. So that's why I'm holding as well. I'm not going to sell any. If anything, I'm going to buy more. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I just wanted to check in here with you guys in case anybody's curious as to what I'm thinking with KTA, because I know I didn't make a video yesterday. So hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye.